going on, everybody? Episode 69, dude. This is
Hey,
Video Rot, and yeah, I'm Aaron, as usual. Todd.
Riverman here. What's going on, everybody?
Sorry, Riverman. I call him by his Christian name. I forget. I have a lapse every now and again. But yeah, so it's a new year. We have a new look. Todd did some funny, nice. I like the new color scheme we got going on here. I was mentioning how it's very 90s, very Fresh Prince. Look at all the neon colors everywhere. I hope it's an
It,
eyesore for you
it
guys
is
all.
Fresh Prince. I didn't even think about Fresh
I
Prince.
hope
That's
it's just
funny.
burning like a deep freaking hole in your guys' skull. Like it's kind of ugly, but it's kind of awesome.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
kind of love it. We're gonna keep tweaking it. I dig it, man. But yeah, so today I just kind of want to chill. I have a couple of things I want to talk about, and then we've got our segments. So hey, my mom's on. She's saying hi, Todd. She's calling you by your Christian name too,
Hey, Denise, what's up?
Mother Winslow. But
Mother
anyway, so
Winslow.
what's going on with you, Todd? What's new, man?
Oh man.
Your setup
So
changes every day, by the way. I feel like your background is always like evolving, like where you're situated.
yeah. So story behind that. So I have a media cart where put my computer on, my monitor, and everything, and it busted, so it broke. So I ordered another one from Amazon. It should be here next week. So
Mm.
hopefully by next week I have a better looking setup, but it's just been a pain in the ass. This Don't buy anything cheap off of Amazon like furniture wise because it just falls apart. So
I bought my movie shelves that are newer from Amazon, but they weren't like Amazon brand, but that they were highly recommended, and they're pretty great.
yeah. Well,
Uh,
this thing is just junk. I mean, crap
it's
wood.
it's kind of nice though, but it's not even just like where you're situated. It feels like your layout's different. Like I don't think your couch was below. Was your couch always below your zombie poster?
No, so I rearranged my basement
You got
because
Freddy on the mantle. Like it's like okay.
I'm getting rid of this couch and I'm gonna put in some theater chairs.
Oh,
So
okay.
yeah, here in the next few months I'm gonna get some theater chairs for my TV.
And I like you always had those vinyl shelves. Did you always hang your Friday the 13th mask like that? Did you rip me? You copied
Yeah,
me.
I put them up there.
Oh,
I
because I have a similar thing going.
Yeah, because I don't know how to display those things other than that, really.
I think it'd be great to somebody's got to make some kind of like hook that you can like put on your wall like to hold it. Like just I
Through
just
the
want
eye
to
or some
yeah or
two of the
something.
nose or something. Yeah.
I just want to hang it on the walls, but it works on the shelves. But I'm annoyed. I kind of wish I had a fourth one because there's like so
Yeah.
many different like design choices I could do with it, but because I have an odd number, it always screws with everything. I'm like, I can't do that. I'll get three.
I'm surprised they haven't come out with part 6 or part 7. I don't know, but we'll see maybe someday.
You know, I've thought about it a lot. I hate it, man, because I have too much stuff now, and I like all these toys, but sometimes I'm sick of it. Sometimes I kind of want to like take those toy cases and just put masks. It'd be a cleaner
Yeah.
look, and the light, and they would pop. You'd be able to, because like even if I turn the lights on back there, you can't really tell what's back there. It doesn't really show. It's just so they're so small. But like I have like all the Halloween 3 masks, and I got like the top one of the Tots Myers masks, and I have the Jason. Dude, and I got like even that Red Ranger helmet. Dude, just like if it was all masks, dude, it would look cool.
Well,
But
that's what I have on my wall over here. It's I bought those motorcycle helmet hooks or whatever off
uh
Amazon. They're cheap.
uh
They look awesome, dude. So I have all my masks on this side. I also have one up here, but you can't see it. It's a Night of Living Dead mask. But
mm.
yeah, I have a bunch of hooks. I just need a few more masks.
Well, they would look cool in there with the light. I don't think the light does a lot for those toys because they're just so small. But you have like the big pumpkin trick or treater and the witch and all.
Mm,
It would pop with the light, and everybody would be able to see it on camera. And that's what it's all about, right? It's all about flexing. No, I just don't know what I would do with the figures, man. Like, what am I
yeah,
gonna do? What am I gonna do? Take all? Where am I put all those damn toys, dude?
yeah. I just throw my toys on the shelf up here, so
So
my kids can't play with them.
I kind of feel like eventually I just need to buck up and just redo the whole room because it's kind of annoying. I'm like, well, I kind of have those shelves hung based on the glass case and all that stuff that's around it. And it's like, oh, if I move everything, I gotta literally take everything down and start over.
Hmm.
And that's gonna be it sucks because it kind of sucked doing all that. But I'm almost to the point where maybe in another year I'll be like, all right, it's been long enough. I got my enjoyment out of it because I feel like I could put some of that stuff over here at a site and I can make that like a wall of vinyl because I'm out
Hmm.
of space over here, dude. I can put more shelving, but then I have my one sheet posters hanging, and they would get, you know what I mean. So it's like I'm kind of tempted to move some stuff over here, keep the posters, and just make this like a more like wall of I don't know. It's the
So,
constant struggle with people that collect bullshit, dude.
so what's your media stand situation? Because I've been looking at some, but I need them more vertical. I don't need like really tall ones because they're going to cover my posters.
You mean horizontal?
Horizontal, sorry, horizontal.
Oh yeah, see, I have vertical, but I don't have like terribly tall vertical. But yeah, I don't have. I also don't have giant like one sheets. Those would get in the way for sure because I have them in my office, and you know the way I have it situated. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know about horizontal.
I'd love a really long horizontal one that takes up like the whole wall.
Oh yeah,
Just one,
I
you
but
know.
like then you're almost like getting into custom territory. I see all
Yeah.
that stuff advertised like, oh, get your custom movie shelves, and it's like just they're like perfectly like 5 inches or 6 inches from the wall, and they're all built in. It's so cool, but you know
Probably
what are you gonna
expensive,
do?
yeah.
Yeah, and then what do you do when you get tired of that? You can't exactly reorganize it so easily. Oh, great, you know. I saw that in the movie groups because Best Buy is officially getting rid of the movies now.
Yep.
It's they're clearing. A lot of people in the film groups have been going into their local Best Buys and asking for the displays, the
The
4K.
fork. What? Why? So you can display like 6 movies?
Yeah, that doesn't make sense to me.
It's
It's like,
dumb.
you're gonna put your favorite movies there? I guess as a novelty, if you had a man cave, it could be cool, but it's a lot of real estate you're losing, and you're not gaining much.
No. You
No,
see like maybe 10 different movies. I mean, unless you're gonna stack them in the back, but I mean, still, I mean, what's the point of that?
all it is a talking piece when people come over. Yeah, look, I got a
Yeah.
4K display. Ha
Oh,
ha ha ha.
wow. Yeah.
I remember when the new Mario game came out, there was people. If you go to Walmart right now or Target right now, they have like a giant Mario. Have you seen it in the game section? They have a
No.
giant Mario on a flagpole. It's a big prop that Nintendo sends right
Mhm.
to advertise in the game section, and it's a big like statue of, and it is really neat. Anyway, and they have them at mine. I'm sure they have at yours. There's people in the game groups I follow that there's been a couple people that have stolen them.
Oh, gee.
Like, oh, look what I got. He fucking ran out the door. Like, yeah, I fucking just walked out with it. He didn't say shit. Like, he literally
Oh my
grabbed it off
god.
the display and he just walked through the store. Cause, like, you got to imagine the people up front don't know what the fuck that is. Like, yeah, you
Yeah,
know,
yeah.
once you're out of the game section, probably
Mhm.
nobody gives a shit. The person in the home section putting up candles isn't going to, like, blink an eye. Like, I just put it in my cart and I walked out the door.
Well, and they could think you're like a merchandiser or something, you know? Like, you can actually be putting up displays and taking them down.
Yeah. So, well, a lot of that, yeah, a lot of people go after that stuff when they try and call dibs, dude. And can I have it if you're gonna throw it away, throw it out? And I don't know, man. You know, if you were working at a movie theater, you'd be all about it. Can I get this poster? Can I have this?
Well, posters are different. I always looked at, like, standees, but they take away too much space. Like,
Uh,
I can't I mean, those things are, like, 6 feet tall. It's like, I can't justify that.
you talking about the cutouts?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that's too
Well,
much real estate.
have you ever thought about doing like the theater luminate poster display, like the marquee, the lights?
I have, but not in this house. Like, I gotta be set in my house that I'm gonna stay in forever.
I
That's my
don't.
thing.
I'm not a techie guy. I see what people, and I know it's easy apparently, but like I see what people do, and I'm like, too much work. I don't
Yeah.
fucking do that. Like literally, I'm the guy. Like I just rather pay someone to do it. Um, but yeah, I don't know. I'm waiting for you to do it and then show me how to do it. Like you be the guinea pig. Like, oh, it wasn't bad.
Well,
But
once I get a new house and a new man cave, then I'll do something cool like that. But, like, for the time being, I'm not gonna put in a ton of money into this stuff.
no,
Um,
no.
but
Like don't. Yeah, no, I get you. But it's cool. I like your vinyl setup. I kind of, if I could find some space somewhere, it'd be because I'm running out of space for records. I'm literally almost out again. Even though I expanded, expanded more show. I have
how many of those things did you have? The ones you got from Target, right? Those vinyl things?
those like yeah, cubicle things. I originally had two 6x3s, and I
Mhm.
changed them out to two 3x9s.
Okay.
So I've got 18 cubes, and
Wow.
they're full.
Mm.
They're busting. So I one way to buy me, I could fit a little bit more. That might start cramming a bit. And then I felt, well, maybe I can get one of those like sorters and put it on top, like, you know, like just like maybe put my soundtracks, you know, the ones you can
Yeah.
rifle through, and that still kind of looks cool.
Yeah.
You know, I don't need like a now playing fucking thing and all that shit. But I'll put it like where you would put that. And I don't mind if something like that is kind of in front of like a movie poster. It doesn't look bad. So that can, it buys me time a little bit, but eventually I'm just going to be in this problem again where it's
Hmm.
like, you need to pick something. You need to get rid of all the toys. If you're going vinyl, you're going vinyl. If you're going
Pick one
toys,
hobby.
you're going toys. Which
Eh,
is it?
what would you choose right now?
I haven't bought a toy in forever.
So you would go with vinyl.
Yeah, I love the toys. I just don't have any. I literally don't have space anymore. I've stopped
Yeah.
buying toys, with a couple of exceptions. Like I've got a couple things coming in on pre-order. Like I got they brought back after years. They brought back in that giant the Queen Alien back in stock from NECA.
Oh, really?
The Alien Queen, yeah, and I had it pre-ordered and it should be coming. It's supposed to
Is
come
that
this month.
is that a quarter?
No, it's the regular, but the Queen Alien's huge. So
Mhm.
it's to scale with the 7 inchers, but it's big. It's like 15
Oh, okay.
inches. It's real big.
Mm.
So it's still a fucking big boy. And I just couldn't say no. It's like, yeah, I have that. I gotta have that. Where am I gonna put it? I don't know. Probably can't go in this room. But
Yeah.
it's too cool. And I'm like, yeah, I gotta get that. And then and that's gonna take up some real estate because it's gonna have its own little corner. And then I also with that pre-ordered the NECA facehugger 1-to-1 replica.
Oh, that's cool.
Have you
Yeah.
seen that?
Yeah. Yeah.
It's just made of like foams and stuff,
Yeah.
but it looks,
Yeah.
you can hang it on your wall and just like drip it down. It's too fucking cool, man.
Yeah.
So those are supposed to come in January, but I think they got delayed to like next month or March. Which I'm in no rush. It's whatever. That's like I fucking got room anyway. It's almost
Yeah.
a burden when the shit comes in the mail. Like, oh,
Now I gotta get a stand, and now you gotta paint the stand and all that.
you know,
Yeah.
it's like, oh, look at this. I got 2 really cool Halloween trilogy steelbooks. What am I gonna do with these? Am I gonna sell them?
No,
I've
nobody
been
wants them.
I've gone on eBay. I'll pitch my eBay. I've been listing a whole bunch of stuff on eBay lately, and I've been selling some of those. I've been selling steadily my steel books and my Scream, my Shout stuff, all that stuff. Like I
Yeah.
sold my my newly wrapped Escape from New York steelbook. I think I did maybe my Fog. I've sold a handful of those, so it's like they're selling, which is really cool. And I'm selling them for between 40 and 50 a pop is what most of them
Hmm.
are going for. My Halloween 2 and 3, those are going for more. I think I'm trying to get 80 a piece out of those.
Mm.
So, but I sold one today. But you know what's still sitting there? Those Halloween trilogy steelbooks.
Can't give those away anymore.
Never again. Never again. Well, eventually I'll get to a place where you could probably get to a place where you can at least get your money back. You
Yeah.
know? And so I guess I'm just being patient. It is what it is. What else? What else? What else? I did get. As I mentioned, I didn't mention it. Did I mention it last week, or did I mention it in private? That I did pick up that Martin Second Sight. I
Oh
got it.
yeah. Hmm.
Yeah, I'm always happy with Second Sight stuff. Always comes pristine, well packed, and so it's not damaged. It's beautiful. That's one I'm gonna watch sooner than later because I want to watch it. I want to watch it pretty soon after that last viewing.
That whole
Um,
set, it just looks beautiful. The whole white and everything like that. The
yeah,
original
it's
cover.
really cool.
Yeah.
It when I see it and I see like the dawn and I see it, kind of makes me like lament not getting the Texas Chainsaw. But that's just FOMO because at the
Yeah.
time I made the legitimate choice. Like because I think Texas Chainsaw Massacre for me for importance 10 out of 10, but for me it's a 7 out of 10. I like it, but it's not like 10 out of 10. I'm not gonna lie. So, but I do like it, and I was happy with the steelbook. I'm like, yeah, it's not worth the extra $10 or whatever they were charging for it. Now it's like, I see all that beautiful shit on the shelf. I'm like, man, that would look
I
so much
I ended up
better.
I ended up getting them both. I haven't opened up the steelbook. I just got it just because I love the steelbook, and I'm not a
Uh,
steelbook guy.
but it's the classic cover.
Yeah. Yeah.
It looks cool. Um,
I should go and sell some of my steelbooks that are going for a lot of money, like the Best Buy exclusives, because I'm not a steelbook guy.
well, and then I have to. I'm just like I said, I held on to bullshit for so long, and it feels good that I've been like purging some of this stuff. Like, yeah, I don't need more than one copy of the Fog. I'm
Yeah.
good. I don't need
Yeah.
the. Yeah, it's like I have Prince of Darkness. I've got I sold my Prince of Darkness. I think I have Prince of Darkness on 4K, but I think it's just basic bitch, doesn't even have a slip, so it kind of sucks. And I sold like that Shout limited fucking steelbook with the weird art and stuff. And I got 50 for it. So it's like
Nice. That's not bad at all.
it feels good. Like, you know what? Is this kind of cool? Yeah, but you know what? It's like at the end of the day, the 4K, it's the same features. I got a 4K disc. Regardless of the packaging, it's I don't need more than one.
The Scream Factory packaging stinks now for what they charge for it. Like Kino Lorber, I could see because like they're pretty cheap with all their titles, and
Yeah.
their slips aren't that great. But Scream Factory is man. I wish they did some stuff like Second Sight does
But
or
what about
Arrow.
those ones they were doing for special cases like the Halloweens?
That
Where
was
they're
cool. I don't know
and
why they didn't stick with that.
I'm trying to think. Did they do that for the Child's Play? Maybe not. Maybe it is just Halloween.
It's just Halloween.
Yeah, they're really cool. They're real rigid and they're real tough.
Mhm.
I don't know, but I yeah, I just got to get rid of the one thing I didn't list though, even though I've got dupes of it. I didn't get rid of my Thing 3-disc Shout Blu-ray.
Mm,
Even though I've got the what is it Paramount the one they released for.
4K, yeah,
Yeah, because I didn't even do any research. I'm like these can't have the same fee. There's got to be more. And
yeah.
the Shout 3-disc thing destroys on the packaging that Blu-ray.
Hmm.
So it's really cool. It's a thick boy because it's kind of 3 discs and it's got the slip and it looks beautiful. So stuff like that. I mean, I kept that, but it is what it is. But I've been making money here and there. So a follow up to the Christmas episode when Todd got me a gift that I had. You got me the Rob Halford vinyl. So
Hmm.
Todd, I had him reorder me. He ordered me Pink Floyd Momentary Lapse, right?
Yep.
Or, yeah, Momentary. Was it Momentary Lapse or was it? I've already forgotten. Momentary Lapse.
Yeah.
I got it. I've not even listened to it. Well, I did listen to it, but it is warped beyond fucking imagine. But it's not worth. I'll just wait till it comes back in stock because it was so cheap that it went out of stock. It'll come back and then I'll replace it because that's just what you go through with Best Buy every now and again. No,
So do I
Amazon.
have to do that? Is that
No,
is
no,
that
no, no, no,
enough?
no, 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 no.
Okay.
I'm not burdening you, is what I'm saying. It's out of stock anyway
Oh,
because
okay.
it was for a good price. So I'm like, it didn't last,
Yeah,
and
it's 20
they got it.
bucks. I got
Yeah,
one too.
so it went out of stock. So I'm just gonna wait to whenever it comes back in stock. I'll order another one and I'll send back that one.
Oh, okay.
But I just have to play the waiting game. But it's like bad warp, dude. That thing is like.
That's
Uh,
disappointing. I'm
yeah.
over two.
No, it's fine. It's still good. I'll eventually get it, and I'll get it for whenever it comes back in stock, even if it costs $40. I'm gonna get my $40 back, Todd. This is how you play the game.
Yeah.
It's just the way it works. But yeah, man. Is there anything you've watched or you want to talk about before we get into name that Kino?
Yeah, so I did watch this the other night. I got this not too long ago. My buddy recommended it, my friend John. It's a sci-fi movie. It's a New Zealand film. It's called The Quiet Earth. Have you heard of this?
Mm-mm.
This is kind of like a Last Man on Earth type of thing movie, but slash I Am Legend. But it's a sci-fi film, and it's very interesting. I really enjoyed it. It's from the director of Young Guns 2 and Under Siege 2.
Oh, okay.
So
Only the
yeah,
finest.
but yeah, I had a lot of fun with this. I can't talk about it too much because I don't want to give anything away. But if you're into like sci-fi films, that's kind of like Last Man on Earth type of thing.
And it's called
Um,
The Quiet Earth.
the Quiet Earth, yeah,
All right, so
it's
I'll
very very interesting. I
see.
really enjoyed it.
I love using letterbox bookmarks, like to watch list. I love it. It helps me out so much. But I also kind of like hate it because I don't want to spoil. I don't want to see how it reviews. I
Yeah,
try and hide it because I don't. I want to make my own opinion, and I don't want to see like something has like a lot of middling reviews or most. I know stuff's gonna be varied. I just don't want to see it because it keeps my perspective honest. You know what I mean? So I'll put it. Wait, what is it called again?
the
Quiet
Quiet
Earth.
Earth.
So
Yeah.
let's see if I can put it in my watch list without seeing the reviews.
I was doing some research on this, and I guess this is like Neil deGrasse Tyson's favorite sci-fi film.
Cool. So I did it. So I put it in my watch list.
But
Neat,
yeah,
man.
it's pretty cool. It says it's region B, but it's region free. So um, I don't know. It's
The
cool
only
though.
the only I haven't been watching that many movies. Ironic was funny enough because it's like I just got all that stuff from the Kino sales over the holidays, and then I mean I watched like I said I watched that Martin last week, and I watched a couple of things, but the thing of note is we go on we get in moods where it's like I'll watch movies or sometimes we'll find a series, and we've been watching that fucking Curious Case of Natalia, whatever her name is, that HBO special about that little person.
Oh really?
You know what I'm talking about? Have you seen it advertised?
No.
It's that story. Gosh, what was it like 15 years ago? Basically, this family adopted a girl in a closed adoption. She was special needs. She was like a little person, and she was supposed to be like 6, and from the Ukraine. She was in a and anyway, the whole premise is like she's a liar. It's like the movie The Orphan, if you've ever seen it, where it's like
Uh, I
she's
don't
really
know.
a
I haven't
grown
seen
up.
that.
She's really a grown up with like a disease that makes her look like a kid, and she's a dwarf.
Oh,
And
okay.
so she's really like sadistic, and she's doing all this stuff, threatening their lives. And and when a lot of orphans come from Europe or whatever, sometimes they fucking change their birth certificates and they change their stuff. A lot of times that'll happen at the agencies too, because it's not uncommon for foreign orphans for them to shave off a few years because the younger the kid, the more desirable. It's like a puppy.
Hmm.
The older the kid, they don't want no one wants the older kid. So anyway, it's just wacky story, and it's technically 2 season installments, and it's 6 parts each, but it's just riveting, and it's got
Hmm.
so many twists and turns, and you just can't believe some of these people that are part of the story exist in real life. It's like this is not, but I remember the story. I remember it in the news, but it's absolutely insane. So
What
Curious
streaming services is on?
Max,
Oh, okay.
Max. So and I think each segment's like an hour, so it's about 12 hours of content total.
Hmm.
Curious Case of Natalia, Bart Bartlett Bart something. You would find it on the home pages, but it's crazy, man. Don't. It's one of those things too. Like sometimes I kind of hate how she's like on TikTok and stuff because we'll watch something or anything. If anything's trending, like if it's a series, she'll be like, "Oh, I saw spoilers on TikTok." I know because people are always
Why?
putting like the
Yeah.
shorts and they just spoil. Like, can you believe this new show and they do this? It's like, oh god, I hate TikTok. I hate it. And then even if
I
they're
don't
not
even have a
using
TikTok account.
even if
Yes.
they're not using that stupid like automated AI Stephen Hawking voice that they do,
Oh yeah.
when it's them talking and they're making TikTok, everybody talks the same. Like
Hmm.
there's like a TikTok voice people use, and then I use 5 cups of sugar, and then I go and it's all ready to serve. Everybody talks the same. It's kind of
Yeah.
like if you grew up watching how a news broadcaster talks, you could probably fake. I'm going to talk like a news broad tonight at 8. They have a certain cadence.
Hmm.
There's a
Hmm.
TikTok cadence, and everybody copies it. It's
It's
like there's just
cringe. Yeah.
it's fucking cringe because
Yeah.
everybody comes off like they're a pro at whatever it is they're talking about, like, but you aren't.
Everybody's an influencer.
Yeah, and I don't know how to. I don't want it to be one of these things where you're hating the game, hate the player, not the game. Because on one hand, like I get it, you depend if you're trying to sell yourself in any way, you got to play the game, you got to play the social media game. Like I'm like the crotchety old man that doesn't want to do it, but it gets engagement, and it's just how you promote yourself. Like I have an acquaintance that's a filmmaker, and they made a film, and they made one film, one short, and really great. They know, they're really great. So I'm not like punching down, but maybe these people also do. They're a little younger, so they are all about the socials, and they're all about playing
Mm.
the game. And I watch these reels they do, and part of me's like fucking cringe. And I like
Hmm.
like this is cringe, but at the same time, I could see their demo fucking eating it up, and it's building his brain. So it's like, dude, he knows that, yeah, but it's like they do one thing one time, and they act like they're fucking Alfred Hitchcock and they know everything.
Oh yeah.
And they're
Yeah.
like doing the tutorial like reels, TikToks, you know? And it's like, and they'll be quoting the greats and they'll say stuff. They'll like be giving you lessons like they're Tony Robbins, like they're a guru of film. And I'm like, but you just, what? And it's so funny because if you don't know anything about film, it comes off as impressive because they're really well composed and well spoken. And like I said, they're really good. They're good. They're great people. So I'm not shitting on them. But
Yeah.
me knowing a little bit about it, like when we're talking about like you're trying to school people, filmmakers, on the ticking time bomb method. Alfred Hitchcock developed the ticking time. This is like, if you know anything about film, it's like day one stuff. Like,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
the ticking time bomb method. There's a bomb under the table. The
Mhm.
audience knows the bomb's there, but both parties at the table don't. It creates that suspense. This is like fucking day
The film
one shit.
appreciation. Yeah. Yeah.
And or like, you know, this is something that all filmmakers fail at. It's like, you know, the key to being a good writer, well, like I said, it's like one thing, one short. The key to being a good writer is you have to do your due diligence and homework with subtext. I'm like, yeah, that's fucking day one, right? It's like what's the subject of what's the subtext of Reservoir Dogs? On the surface, Reservoir Dogs is a heist movie gone wrong.
Mhm.
But the subtext is a father-son story, right? You got Tim Roth, you got Harvey Keitel, almost as like a fatherly figure, believing him, and you have Harvey Keitel's father, right? Remember, he stands up against his father figure, the leader of this organization, because he's defending his son, and it's all about father-son dynamics. Like that's the subtext, kind of like and it's not always. Sometimes it's obvious. Sometimes it's subtle. I think Reservoir Dogs is very subtle. Like normies aren't really going to see that. They're just going to see the crime movie gone wrong, the heist movie.
Yeah.
But then you have more obvious subtext like Dawn of the Dead. It's like, oh, could this be about
Mhm.
consumerism? It's like really in
Yeah.
your fucking face. Anyway, so when people are saying that, it's how they sell it. They're selling it like, hey, this is fucking masterclass shit. So if you don't know anything about it, it's great, and you're playing the game. And like I said, to most people, I feel bad shitting on it because it's like this person's cool, these people are cool, and this is what you do to get it done today. But just to me, inside, my soul's dying a little bit. But I just deal with it like, it just is what it is. Fucking cringe. But that's what it's about. You kind of fake it. You have to blow yourself up bigger than you are. It's like this whole persona and shit like that. You know.
Yeah. If you want to throw the fake persona on, I mean, that's all good for them.
I kind of feel bad about even saying, but like this is so many people I know. This is
Yeah.
not one person. There's many people that do this, and like I said, what do I know? I'm a boomer at this point, and I refuse to change. And the thing
Been
is,
on YouTube for 12 years, and yeah, we haven't grown anymore.
well, the thing is like there's a way to do it, and I keep telling Mac and
Yeah,
Zach, I'm
we
like,
could.
Zach always cuts out clips because they're funny and shares them with us. I'm like, dude, you're supposed to make that to a reel.
Mhm.
Like he'll find like a Mac and Zach on our episode they did, and he'll like send us like a 30-second, 45-second clip that's hilarious. And I'm like, that's fucking hilarious. You're supposed to edit that into a fucking reel aspect and post that as a teaser so these little clips can go viral when they click on our shit. But
Mhm.
nobody wants to do that extra work. I don't. I'm not gonna lie. I don't.
I don't look at reels. I'm a boomer.
But it would work. It would do the
Yeah.
work. And if I had a business, like the thing is when if I'm trying to market the film that we're doing, I have to acknowledge it's important. And I'm either gonna have to learn to kind of do the promotion thing, build an Instagram, and really fucking just spam it. I'm gonna have to learn to do that or get somebody else who will, because it's
Mhm.
just kind of part of it. You know, and if you go to all these people that are just like selling themselves on Instagram or whatever, they just kind of spam you with the same shit over and over again. Like they're not even all doing this shit every day. It's like if somebody's got a short film, they've got like 5 or 6 behind the scenes clips, and they'll just kind of start recycling them after a couple of weeks, and they'll just kind of stay in your feed, but it's the same shit. And to me, I look at it, I'm like, oh, it's cringe. I get it. I've seen it, but I'm not everybody, but I get it. It works. So what do I know? These people do it. I've got friends. They build up fucking followers and they get supporters. They get fucking money. I'm like, what the fuck do I know? They're networkers. They're friendly and they get to know everybody. And it's like, dude, that's just how you play the game. But I would rather not be that guy. But I want to find that guy to be that guy for me, because I just want to sit in my little bunker and fucking,
Yeah,
you know,
yeah. I'm the same way, man.
right,
I
right. I would
understand.
like to. I want to create. I like doing this, but I wish we had someone to market it for me. The podcast, yeah, that's
Mhm.
great. Um, on the topic, really quick of that film, man, dude, that has been hell because it. And I knew it was going to be a hurdle, just like it was in pre-production. Like getting a producer, just the first step, finding my producer, that took some time. That took talking to a bunch of people, getting someone on board, and not working out before I land. Back and forth, back and forth before I landed on my guy Oscar. And from there, it's still stressful, but it gets a little easier because you got a guy in your corner, and then you're trying to get all these other pieces of the puzzle. Maybe some of them don't work out, but he's helping you out, and you're still moving. And then I knew it's like once we got it filmed, I feel like the editor is the editor is the first stop. You got to get an editor,
Mhm.
and I felt like that was going to be like again with the producer, it's going to be tough. But once I get the editor, everything's going to fall into place. I've gone through about 5 editors. I
Jesus.
back out. Yeah, it's a headache because every one of them you meet, you got to kind of interview them. We have like a talk. Thank goodness we're in this day and age where we can do stuff on like Zoom or whatever.
Yeah,
I don't have to like go meet someone across town for coffee and then talk to them and then fucking wine and dine them and for 3 weeks later for them to fucking bail out.
and have 'em
I'd be
steal your money.
I'd be so no, well no, all that's covered like the way we're doing that. But it's just at least it's like it sucks because I'll every one of these people, man, I'll jump on like a StreamYard chat and we'll talk for a few hours. We'll kind of go over the game plan. I'll tell them what we're working with. I'll tell them what we're looking for. And I'm like talking with them for a few weeks. I'm giving up 3 hours of my time on a call like this, taking away time spending with the wife. And then they don't work out. So it gets a little old
Yeah,
because it's not like these people ever stay contacts. It's cool. It's like, all right, cool. You'll never talk to them again.
yeah.
You won't. But the guy we have now, he's the guy, and he gave me my first assembly, like my first pass, the first cut. So we had to talk about that last night. We were on the phone, me, Oscar, and the editor for 4 hours. That's why I couldn't do this last night because I didn't
Yeah.
want to. I didn't want to, and I had no idea how long it was going to take. But we were on the phone, like, dude, I started it at 6:30 my time. I when I left this room, Eva was asleep. I never made dinner. I felt bad. I felt terrible. She went to bed without dinner, dude, like a kid. Uh,
She not cook?
she would rather go to bed hungry than cook, dude. That
Jeez.
I do all the cooking. It's just our rolls. I do all the cooking, and
What's
she'll
it with
get in.
women nowadays? My wife's the same way. I do all the damn cooking.
Dude, I love to cook though. I don't complain. She does the cleaning. Do you clean?
We both clean.
Yeah, it's a pretty good gig. She really does the cleaning. Dude, I'll make her food. She cleans my toilets, dude. She deserves it. No, I'm just kidding. No, but I like to cook, and so it's not a problem. But once she's in bed or whatever, and she's not getting out of bed, she'll go to bed hungry. And then literally, like whenever I've had these podcasts where they go long and she's not quite asleep, she'll like be kind of like play mad at me or whatever, and she'll be like you didn't feed me, like I'm hungry, and now I'm so tired, and I got to go to bed soon. I'm like, and I'm thinking, of course, I'm thinking in the back of my head, you could have gotten up and gotten you something, like maybe not cook, but we got stuff. But that's just not on the cards because my role is to cook. And it's fine. She goes to like the physical job every day and she wrangles kids, and it's fine. I don't complain about it, man. At this point, I'm doing the cooking for her. I got my mom doing the dishes. She's doing the cleaning. I'm
Denise, when I come down next, you're gonna cook me dinner. I see you say you cook,
Well,
so
she cooks her own food. Every
you
now and
can
again, like
cook
she'll
me
cook.
dinner.
Every now and again, she'll cook something, and then we'll partake. But for the most part,
Do a
I
spaghetti dinner, some Italian dish.
yeah, the key ingredients are tomato sauce
Yep.
and hamburger meat. Don't tell anybody. Don't even call it ground beef, dude. Hamburger meat. Hamburger. No, but no, it's cool, man. Other than that, things are moving on that. But I'll tell you, I'm learning lessons, man. And now that like on the surface when we filmed that, and I was going through all the footage, all the raw stuff, all the takes. I'm like, you know what? We didn't really like. There's a few continuity things here, but nothing game breaking. I think we did pretty good for the first time out. Okay, when the editor gets a hold of it, the professional editor, and he makes an assembly, and I watched it, I'm like, why did he choose this take over that take? Because I have my
Yeah.
takes that I like, but and it makes no sense to me. And then he'll explain, like, well, yeah, that take. while it's good, I get what you're saying. There was a problem here, and it doesn't leave us enough breathing room to cut to here. So it's like, oh, so there's like always little. So of course, it's like, well, in hindsight, I wish we would have got. If only we would have gotten one more take, one more shot,
Yeah.
we could have fixed this. But
Hmm.
I knew that. But we went into this. We worked 4 16-hour days.
Yeah, I
We
remember
were
you
on.
saying that.
We were burning. We were just. So it's like we went in knowing, look, we got to get in, get out. We'll do. You do. Uh. I fucking can't even speak, man. You get your shots and you move on. We're not doing a million fucking takes, right? You get your master shot, you get 2 more angles from each, and you're done. You're fucking just done. You get it, you're done. So if I could go back in time, oh no, what I'll learn for the future is I'm gonna hire a script supervisor because we didn't. So
Mm.
important. And I kind of wish my producer would have pushed it even more. Like I understood a script supervisor what they did, but I wish he would have pushed more because he was like thinking of ways of saving money. Like we could do without it, dude. A script supervisor, their job is to catch all that shit as you're filming. Like, oh well, you need to make sure he's got more blood on. He's got because in the last scene he's got this. That's their whole job is to be making sure your fucking
I
shit
didn't
is.
even know there was such thing as a script supervisor.
Yeah, it's a script supervisor. So, like for example, we have one key scene. Overall, I gotta say, it's still fine. Like overall, it's fine. There's one fucking key scene that was the most ambitious in the whole thing. In fact, I want to say it's probably the scene that I got a lot of people to work with me for next to nothing because it was ambitious and it was exciting, and we fucking botched it because it
Mm.
was so ambitious that at the time we think we did it, but then in the editing it's like, dude, there's just so many opportunities for continuity errors, and
Mm.
that's where we fucking left off. So I have this big scene where so much crazy shit's happening, and then I watch his first pass and it's like 3 shots and it's like, whoa, what happened to this, what happened to this, what happened to that aerial shot, dude. I had my fucking buddy, my cinematographer, like Spider-Manning on the fucking ceiling in a shower, fucking getting an over angle view. We went to a lot of efforts to do this particular scene, and the
Yeah.
fact that most of it's not there. And he was like, well, the problem is you establish that he looks like this here, he's got blood, and then when we cut to that, he's clean. It just takes you out of it. It's like
Mm.
fuck, like little shit like that. But at the time, filming a scene like this is so hard because
Yeah.
every time we change, we got to make sure the guy's wet again, his hair's not dry. We got to fucking. It's just so many fucking things, and at the end of the day, that's the biggest biff of the whole thing. But we still have stuff, and we'll try and make it work. And we're just gonna have to get creative and tell it in a different way. The only thing is, we're still telling the same story. It's just when you don't have a script supervisor and you have these fuck ups, it compromises how you're telling your story. So the
Hmm.
fact that we have to make compromises is not ideal. But it's really just with that one scene. But dude, it had to be that scene. It fucking sucks. But if it was going to be any scene, it was going to be that scene because it was the most complex. So
Yeah.
I have faith in the editor. We're going to try and look at it again and to see if there's anything that can be done. He might, there's a lot of shit you can do with editing. Like I was already blown away. Like I had a suggestion of like, oh, let's intersplice this throughout the movie, this particular scene. Let's keep coming back to it because we had like one really long scene. It's like we can't have this in one spot in the movie. It's just too fucking long and it bogs it down. This is a short. So, but like my idea is like, let's split it up. Let's go here. Let's come back to it. Let's end it. And then he took that idea and he fucking ran with it. And he made it better than I could have imagined. And it's like, whoa.
Hmm.
So there's a lot of cool shit you can do with editing. I really respect the art form of it, but it's just kind of a tug of war. So like it's like when you're talking with someone that works with the numbers and the money, if you're talking with a producer, a lot of times, unless your producer is also a filmmaker, the producer is just, how do I save money? My job is
Yeah.
to how do I stay in budget? They're not so much looking at the story and what they're compromising, they're looking at money. And the director, the filmmakers or whatever, they're like, no, fucking no, they're trying to keep their vision intact. So it's like this tug of war, like, no, fuck you. We have to have this, you need to lose this, and hopefully you meet in the middle. And editors like that too, where the editor, they're trying to tell a story in a certain way with editing, or they're trying to like they're locked in with this mindset. Hey, it's a short. We have to get it below 15 minutes. We have to get it below 15 minutes. And so, and as me, I'm like, I get that. I want the story to be as good as possible, but like, this is a horror movie that's got to breathe, and it's got a few scenes in particular that really you need to take your time with it, and they're key points. And then like, but when you get like the assembly, everything's cut like an action movie. Like fucking everything's going by so fast. Like what the fuck? Like that scene is over before I could even fucking. Like there was a couple things like shots where I blinked and I missed them. Like what
Oh,
the
wow.
whoa? And I get it. I think that's just like some people's style. And so and he was even telling me like in the first half, it's really in the first half, which is, and he was even saying like, yeah, I want to get the first half even shorter. I'm thinking, what? Like, how do you fucking do that? Um, it comes off cut like a trailer.
Hmm.
But it's okay. You talk and you kind of work it out, and he'll explain why he did certain things or like why he just fucking eliminated. There's so many awesome shots that are just gone. He didn't even use them, and I'm blown away. But he has his reasons. A lot of times they make sense on why you can't do it. It sucks. You got to kill your darlings. Like, okay, you make sense. I guess we just have to fucking just deal with it. But then there's some stuff you got to like put your foot down on, like which I did. Like, no, we really got to have this, and then you have to explain why it's important to the story. It's a whole fucking thing. But anyway, this guy works fast, and I'll probably have another pass in probably a week or two. So I'm looking forward to the next one. My producer asked me, he's like, did you show your DP the assembly? I'm like, no, I'm not. I'm gonna wait to the next one because if he sees this first pass, he's gonna shit his pants. Because as the camera guy, as the director of photography, he's most interested in the shots.
Yeah.
Like, oh, he wants to linger. That's not always best, right? Like, I watched a film he did with a filmmaker, and it was great. I went to a screening with it, and he was like, "Oh, I actually didn't like the editing very much. It was too fast paced, and there's so many cool things I wish you could have hang." That of course, he's the camera guy. They're all
Hmm.
everybody's kind of like their own vanity project, but sometimes it's not best. So I get it, but like for this thing, I was like, "Yeah, man, this is really gonna breathe. You're gonna like this because we're gonna let it fucking sink in." You think of movies like The Shining, man, where it's like, I'm not The Shining, but you watch that, every shot in that movie is like a still life painting. It's
Oh,
beautiful,
absolutely.
and they
Yeah.
they hang, man. It's just they let you like just soak in the dread of the atmosphere. And so that's exciting. So if I showed him this first cut, he would be like, "Ah, like it's all gone, it's all fucking gone here," and all the coolest shots. Dude, we had to fucking kill a lot of darlings. Like the cool fucking this overhead shot I'm telling you that we fucked up. It's gonna suck for our actor
Yeah.
because dude, some of the coolest fucking shit I made this dude do, and he really brought his A game. And because an actor is a vanity project too, an actor wants their close-ups. Any shot with them a close-up, they want their face close.
Hmm.
But sometimes you got to cut that shit because it doesn't make sense to the story. In our case, we have two leads, and whenever they're on screen together, so far, like on this first cut, and I think it's going to stay this way, we kind of eliminated most of him. Where it's like this back and forth over the shoulder, like we on him, on her, on him, on her. Where we could, we pretty much stay on her
Mm.
because as a rule of thumb, you want to like tell a story in as little cutaways as possible.
Yeah.
Just because like the average Joe and their eyes don't distract. You know, maybe as a filmmaker, you're like, yo, I want to like show that we can do all this. How about no? Don't overcomplicate it. So in a lot of these scenes, man, she's so commanding. It's like let's just stay on her. And even when he's like responding, it's kind of cool. We're looking through his eyes. It works. And this guy has got plenty of scenes by himself, so he'll be fine. But like you think about that, it's like when they see it, someone's gonna be a little bit like, oh, it just is. But anyway, fun talk. Maybe in a pass or two, I might feel comfortable showing you one. I don't want to show
Okay.
anybody. I don't want to show anybody anything until it's like in a certain state. Like right now, it's way too raw. Like you would have to take too much pretext from me. Like, okay, you got to imagine this is going to be here. We have an insert shot. It's going to be something. It's too raw right now. But anyway, let's get into name that Kino.
Let's do it.
I'm very interested in how Todd's going to do with this. I don't know what to think because I have a certain thing I was going for with this name that Kino. Once it's all said and done, we'll see if Todd knows what that was or I'll explain it. But I'm going for something here. All right. Ooh, I almost shared the screen with a rough cut of the film. Who wants to watch it? No, I'm just kidding. Where is my? Okay. All right, Todd. We'll see how good you do. Name that Kino.
Huh. So this is a Halloween trick or treat movie. Trick or treat.
Nope, not trick or treat. Nope.
Um,
Well, could I be misleading you with a skeleton? I don't know.
how did you guess?
How did you
Uh,
know? Oh, did you close the comments, Todd?
yes, I did.
Okay, Mutineer got it right away.
Really?
Yeah, wow, good job, man. Like first guess. Yeah, he got it. And like I have something in mind here. Like I said, there's a theme I'm working with here. Not necessarily between the films necessarily,
Blair
but like
Witch.
no.
Uh,
Good job, Mutineer. I wish I had cookies to give.
Pet Cemetery.
Nope.
It's
One
definitely fall.
one thing that always like affects this, and I think it's kind of cool actually, is the quality of the file you're watching that you're taking these screenshots from. Because like if you're watching an HD version of a flick, it could look newer. But if you're watching a not so old movie and it's like a fucking standard shit definition off YouTube, it could look fucking like shit, and it kind of makes it hard to tell when it came out sometimes if it's not obvious. I
This came out in the 90s, I want to say.
Okay.
Ginger Snaps.
No, good guess. I like it, but no.
Hmm. Halloween themed 90s movie. Early 2000s.
Good job, Mutineer.
Not Scream. Mm. I need another one.
Okay. Okay. Uh, name that keynote, Todd.
I've seen this.
Oh yeah, 100%. I won't do like you do me. I make sure I vet these. I know I only do movies I know you've seen. I don't assume.
Oh, God, I remember the scene too.
And I'm doing 4 for each one of these. Same rules apply. I don't know how I feel. Like,
It's Hot Fuzz.
nope.
Shaun the Dead. No. This is tough. This is tough, man.
Yeah. Okay. Well, you just let me know if I need to go. There's 4 slides, and I will admit that on these films, I don't exactly necessarily give it away on the third one. Like intentionally, I'm making the first 3 kind of harder. They're not like easy, medium, gives it away, and here's a fourth one for fun. Like honestly, the third one is, you know. So if you need another one, it is what
Give
it
me a
is.
third one. Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Like it still doesn't give it away, in my opinion.
People Under the Stairs.
Look at you, racist. You see a black child, and it's people under the stairs. No, I'm just kidding. I won't throw away that. Mutineer fucking blew me away, dude. He did a good job. But you know what I'm saying? This is kind of my theme with this one. Is I don't think, like you said, you already. He's like, I've seen, you've seen it, you know the scene. It's it's gonna be one of those things where like I'm not gonna make these too fucking easy because But after this, you're done. You have to.
I know the costume too.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
It's on the tip of my tongue. I know this.
Well, then why aren't you saying it, baby? Yeah, Mutineer says he's just seen it one too many times. See, you should be playing this game with us because this would, it's just like, yeah, if you get lucky, that's the thing. And that's why I made this the way it is, this particular one, because it could possibly be one of those movies somebody has seen so many times where they don't need easy ones. That's why I kind of made these a little more challenging. Because I feel like if they were any less challenging, it'd be too easy. You know what I mean? That's kind of my theme.
I'm gonna kick myself.
Yeah.
Give me the last one.
All right.
I
Well, you
give up.
forfeit. That's it.
Oh God.
Halloween
Halloween
4.
4.
So you kind of
Yeah.
get what I was going for here.
Yeah.
And to me, that's an obvi title, so I'm not going easy on. No, that's what we were talking about a
I
week
I was
ago.
thinking 90s the whole time.
Yeah. No, yeah, you were thinking wrong. Okay, so let me go ahead and set up the. But that's what we were talking about last week. If it's a movie that's sort of more of a common film, there's no reason to. You can get a little more obscure on those. But if it's
No,
a
I should
movie,
have known that.
if I think Todd's seen a movie once, I'm not gonna fucking show him like a piece of hair flying in the wind or something dumb.
I
But okay,
like Halloween 4, but I've seen it probably about 4 or 5 times. So
I hate him. Oh, I think 4 or 5 times is a lot. That's good enough. I don't like Halloween 4, and I've seen it a million times.
I enjoyed it.
No, I think people are too forgiving of it. It might have fared better if they stopped after that. Like if they just brought Michael Myers back after 3, like, oh, and they never made 5 or 6, and they never made 8. Then maybe I think it would be better. There's just something about that whole trilogy there that just has so much stink on it.
The Myers 5 mask looks freaking awful, man. That is
Terrible,
terrible.
dude. Absolutely horrendous, man. I can't stand it. I hate the 4 mask too, but yeah, 5 is worse. I mean, they're all shit, dude. Okay, name that keynote, Todd.
It was blurry, dude.
Yeah, I mean, you're gonna have to deal with it. It's kind of hard for you to get these, but it kind of works. This is how it would have looked if you're watching it on a CRT. Okay, it's okay.
I don't even know. So you're gonna have to go to the next one. This is not a
Yeah.
good one. Not a good establishing shot there.
Name that keynote.
Oh, this is Vegas Vacation.
Yeah, there you go. See, that's I made pasta when she's going to Wayne Newton's house and he answers the
Yeah,
door.
yeah,
He's
yeah.
in his kimono, dude. And then so you know what I'm saying? Like this is an Avi movie. This would have been the next one. Maybe I should have made this number 2. Would you have gotten this?
Uh,
I should have made this
yeah.
number 2.
I probably would have gotten it. It would have taken me a little longer, but I would
It's
have
the
gotten
vacuum cleaner.
it. Yeah.
And then I made it real zoomed in so you couldn't see because I didn't zoom it in, but it gets closer and closer to the camera. I made sure to wait to get the shot where it's real close, where it's not too obvious. And then the giving away would have been that, right?
Yeah. I've seen
Okay.
it. I've seen it about 30 times. I love Vegas Vacation.
Vegas. Okay. When he's rushing home, dude, just hitting shit like Vegas.
Donkashay, darling, Donkashay.
Donkashay. I love the Siegfried and Roy scene. And
Oh yeah,
it's just so dumb and over the top.
he comes out in the cage or whatever. He's like looking around.
I just like when he disappears and you just hear him scream. Ah! Like you don't know what he's doing. Okay. All right. So that's that's kind of what
That's
I'm
a good
going.
one.
You get what I'm going for here, right? I'm experimenting with the not so fucking obscure movies, but we're getting, not trying to make them too easy. But I had a feeling you were going to get that one right away. I felt once you saw the guy, I'm like, he's going to know the guy. You got to relax, Papa Giorgio, relax. Learn to relax. Okay. Last one.
Nick Papa Giorgio from Yuma.
Where I work in software. He stole my wallet. Yes. Todd, name that Kino.
Oh my gosh.
You want to see it, whatever it is.
I think that's a guy's ass, dude.
Is it a guy's ass? Are you sure?
Fuck, I don't know.
That's a dick, dude. You see his back pocket on the back.
Oh, okay. I was thinking it was okay. I was thinking that was an okay.
It's even greasier, dude.
Cobra.
No, that's a good guess. When did Cobretti fuck John Cobretti or whatever the fuck his name is molest somebody?
I was looking at the black gloves, dude.
Yeah, it's like I'm the Z's and you get me hard. Let's go. Good guess, Gushido.
Last Action Hero.
No. Gushido, that's a good guess. I like where you're going with that, man. But no, that's not it. And Mutineer didn't know Vegas Vacation.
I could see kind of a belt buckle, so that's why I'm trying to guess. This has to be a Stallone movie.
I loved where you were going with Cobra. Like it's but it's not Cobra. I want it to be Cobra because it's like it makes all the sense in the world what how you were building it. But I just don't. Yeah, if Cobra fucking molested Brian Thompson, die pig. But how do we know that's Cobra's maybe he's grabbing himself like spitting, grabbing his
Kindergarten
crotch.
Cop.
Yeah, I don't think any crotch grabbing was going on in Kindergarten Cop, but like you're going down this molestation
Crisp.
one, Crisp. I got you. I like you, Cindy. I want you to grab my dick, Cindy. Holidays. Aye. Okay. No.
Give me another one.
Todd, name that Kino. How many movies could star Jaleel White? Come on. I'm just kidding. Anybody in the chat?
Boys in the Hood?
No. Once again, he's profiling. Our boy's profiling here, man.
What?
You see,
looks like they're robbing a liquor store, man.
Yeah, but it's black people that are getting robbed. So why is it Boys in the Hood necessarily? I know it's anyway.
I don't know if the killer's a black dude or a white dude. I don't know.
I see a finger that looks white. You don't see a Caucasian finger. But anyway,
these blurry photos.
Mutineers lost. Somebody's got to know.
Is this Falling Down?
No, it's a good guess. I like where your headspace is, but it's not. That was directed by Joel Schumacher, wasn't it? That would explain why there's dick grabbing. Would make sense. Isn't that Joel Schumacher? Pretty sure.
I don't know. I'd have to look it up.
Gushido, that's a great guess again, but that's not it either.
Man, I must have not seen this very many times.
I will definitely wager you have not seen it as much as me.
Hard Target.
No.
Double Impact.
No, go ahead and go through all of them. No. Does not star Van Damme, okay? I got all night. You're going to be getting to like fucking Derailed, Legionnaire. You're going to really get down to the fucking bottom of the barrel. Blood Eagle, what? The Path? What? Eagle Path? All these fucking direct to VHS movies, dude.
Yeah.
This was a theatrical release, my friend. It was not a direct to video bargain bin.
This is a Stallone movie. I already know that.
I don't know. Kind of looks like a gas station. Cobra was in a gas station, wasn't he? That's why it does. That's why I'm going to give it to you because it fucking does feel like Cobra. The more you say it, I'm like, I can totally see why you would think this is Cobra.
Yeah.
But no, it's a great guess, and I like what there is some similarities in these shots. Actually, now that you say it, I'm like, this could be Cobra to the ill-informed. But if you were savvy with Cobra and this movie, you would know it's not. So, oh my gosh, Mom, it is not that. I can't believe you don't know it. She got it wrong. No, it is not that. My mom guessed Tango and Cash. No, it's not. You should know Tango and Cash. We watched Tango and Cash so many damn times.
Is this Harley Davidson, the Marlboro Man?
I don't know. Is it?
Yep.
Finally. And did I drop you too many hints with my mom? I dropped you too many hints with my mom.
No, you didn't.
So how'd you get it then?
I don't know. I've seen this twice, and I vaguely remember the first shot.
Okay, so this one is, all right, cowboy, let's blow off some steam. Where the cop pulls him over.
Yeah.
He's like, oh shit, officer, I was just blowing off some steam. And she grabs his dick.
Yeah.
And then this is I'm gonna cut you long, wide, and deep, Motorhead. And then Mickey Rourke's like, if I had a nickel for every time an asshole pointed a gun on my face, I'd be a rich man. And he fucking takes him down. And then Kelly Hu, she's like, pump all the gas you need. That's not good business. He's like all fucking too cool. It's too cool to take her free gas. Anyway, and then, yeah, this is when they're doing the heist, right?
Mm-hmm.
Pros would have used my keys. Your business isn't with us, it's with them. And then you see fucking Daniel Baldwin, and this is your I think this is the scene where they're in the bar and Daniel Baldwin, the goons are hitting up the old man that owns the bar, and they're in like the double like see-through mirror, and they start shooting up the place. And
Yeah.
Harley's like, "Oh," he goes, "No, that's right. Take you and your pussy friends and get out of here." And then he turns and looks at the two-way mirror, and then I think Marble Man's like, "Oh, he didn't like that." He's like, "I don't give a flying fuck what he likes." And then he just opens fire. So anyway,
It did.
Yeah.
It did have the Roadhouse feel to it. So
yeah. Well, I always took it was too obvious. I always took the picture of Big John Studd on his motorcycle when he took the gas cap off. And he's like, "Ah!" And he like sacrifices his bike and lets it skid and sets it on fire. I love Big John Studd, dude. Just this big fucking burly bear of a dude. But yeah, anyway, good call. See, I tried going for not so super obscure movies, but not the easiest thumbnails. Nothing too stressful, just good old wholesome fun. But is there anything? You know what? I had a couple of topics I wanted to talk about, but I don't really want to go for a long time today.
no,
I
it's
kind of,
fine.
I
No.
just kind of want to like, if Todd has anything he wants to bring up, I kind of want to get into Choose Your Destiny. I don't know. Is there anything else that we missed?
Yeah, there's nothing else I need to really bring up. Is there anybody in the chat that wants to ask anything we can talk
Yeah,
about? real
ask a
quick?
question. I have a couple of ideas from some shows I want to do here soon. It's been a while since we've done a tier list, so I would like to do a tier list of some kind. We just got to figure out what we're gonna do, and I would also like to do. I want to do a Romero tier list. I just got to get caught up and fill in all these gaps and rewatch some stuff I haven't seen in a long time, so we can do a good tier. Maybe we don't do a tier list. Maybe we do the wheel. Have you seen where there's like the wheel online?
No.
That's kind of cool. Where it's you can put all these things on a wheel, you spin the wheel, and whatever you land on, you get to decide where it goes, but you're limited to like the way it can be played is okay, so if we were doing Metallica records, I'm a Metallica stan. It's going to be hard for me not to put like the first 5 albums on S tier. You can't do that. So if you have 10 records and you love the band, or Judas Priest, that's another good example, right?
Yeah.
It's not going to let you. So you have 10 records and you make your own list before we spin the wheels. I have my list on how you'd rank them, and you have your list. But let's say you can only put 2 on S, 2 on A, 2 on B. You have to put 2 of each. So you have
Oh,
to
okay.
kill some darlings. Like, well, shit. Defenders of the Faith is an S tier. I'm putting that on there. But
Yeah.
shit, so is Sad Wings of Destiny. But fuck,
Mm.
I also love Stained Class. So maybe you have to put Sad Wings on A, or for example. And then if you spin the wheel and you get Turbo and you love Turbo and I want Turbo on the fucking D tier and you
Mhm.
want it on the S tier, it's going on the S tier, and I can no longer put fucking one of mine on the S tier because at the end of the day, it's kind of a fun. It's not really logical. It's just a fun game. I think it's
Yeah.
fun if you have more than 2 people too. It would be because it just causes a lot of discussion because you get to fucking bash like, no, fucking bullshit. But the other person, it's their choice, and you have to look at a fucking list. It's like if we did Romero and Zach wanted to put Bruiser. If he rolled and got Bruiser and he wanted to put on S tier, well, now we maybe can't put Dawn of the Dead on S tier because maybe somebody else put
I don't
Martin.
want to. I don't want to do that for Romero. I want
If
to
that
do his legit.
that's the game, dude. But I'm just saying, like that could be fun. But
Yeah.
I have another couple of topics I want to discuss, but they're gonna take too much time. They need their own episode.
Let's look at the Romero tier list next month because I want to get caught up on. I need to rewatch Monkey Shines. I haven't seen that since I was a
I'm
kid,
good on Monkey Shines. I gotta watch Bruiser.
and I need to rewatch Bruiser. I have it on DVD, but
I gotta watch Bruiser. I want to watch
gotta watch
season.
Night Riders.
I've been trying to watch Night Riders. I've got it on my nightstand in my bedroom because last time I tried watching a couple weeks, I told you my Blu-ray player was like fucking just whatever. I'm gonna get that watched at some point. I have Season of the Witch and what's the other old one? Vanilla.
There's always Vanilla.
There's always Vanilla. I gotta watch those.
Did you
So,
watch
yeah.
the amusement park?
Yeah,
Okay.
I got that. So I don't think I have to. I don't think I have too much homework. I really don't want to watch fucking the last Dead movies he did, man.
You have to.
Dude, I watched Diary of the Dead back in the day.
Diary of the Dead
I
is not terrible.
It's
I don't
not
know why
terrible,
everybody
but
hates that movie so much.
God, I almost want to say I remember it enough. Can I just have a pass? I kind of, but I never watched the one after that with the
Oh,
right.
you have to watch it.
Survival of the Dead.
You have to
I just
watch
I could
Survival.
not bring myself to watch it. So, but
Well,
yeah,
maybe
I would watch it. I would watch it because I never seen it.
maybe we can do like a Romero month or something where we can do a tier list and then we can do a commentary on Survival of the Dead or something.
Oh, that's brilliant.
Yeah.
Oh, I've never even thought about that. Survival of the Dead would do well because it's so shit. I
Yeah.
want to do. Todd hasn't really been on a commentary. I want to do a commentary. I want you to come on. We should do a Survival of the Dead. Me, you, Zach, or whoever. Get a fourth on. Let's fucking do it legit, man.
And I
And
still want to do Children of the Living Dead as well. Or did we
yeah,
do that?
no, I don't think we ever. No, I haven't seen that since. I'm pretty sure I've not seen that since we watched it the first time. So anyway, that's a great idea. I just got to like clean up a little bit on the Romero stuff, and then yeah, I think that's good to shoot for. So you think we can have it all done by February? Or are we talking March? February.
Let's do March.
Okay,
Let's
give us
do
time.
March if we can make a month out of it.
Okay, that
Romero
I
month.
yeah, Romero March. I'm down. So that'll be the plan. I'll get Zach on board because I want to make the BTM and everything a part of it too. And yeah, I mean, who know, whatever, make it a blowout. I'll shit on Monkey Shines all day long. It's a fucking movie. Yeah. Anyway, so if there's nothing else, I'm gonna go ahead and just hit Todd with my Choose Your Destiny. I don't have a graphic today. I'm sorry. I was busy, but nothing too revolutionary. I didn't want to think too hard on this. Todd is wearing a very appropriate hat because I just asked the question and I wanted to honestly make it complicated and I wanted to do like more than one, but I'm like, no, that overcomplicates it. It takes away the urgency. Todd, one stays and one has to go. Suspiria or Deep Red? I could have complicated it and add in because I know you love Tenebrae. I would add Phenomena because I love Phenomena, but
You know what?
but I'm gonna say deep, but just down to two: Deep Red or Suspiria.
See, if you would have asked me Tenebrae or Suspiria, it'd be a lot more difficult. I do love Deep Red, but Suspiria is better than Deep Red.
So what would you have said if that's why I didn't do because I know you love Tenebrae. That's why I didn't do it. So Tenebrae would have been harder.
Yeah.
Oh, so you actually would have had a difficulty choosing.
I probably would have chose Suspiria. So I Tenebrae is my favorite Argento movie.
So you would pick Tenebrae over Suspiria.
Yeah, I would.
Okay, so Suspiria. Do you like? You never talk about it. Do you like Phenomena?
I do like Phenomena,
I
but
love Phenomena.
I would put that up there with Deep Red because I really like Deep Red. I really like Phenomena, but
I yeah, I all day long. I thought it was gonna be a little tougher, but it shouldn't be tough because Suspiria I think is the champ. I think
yeah, it's fantastic.
it's fantastic. Okay, so with that said, then how about to make it more interesting? What is your top four? Just give me your top. What's your top four Argento movies? Maybe it's the four you just named. Maybe it's not. I mean, there's tons of movies. He's got a couple stinkers too, but some of the newer stuff. Some people like Inferno, man. I could not get into Inferno.
I like Inferno.
I get it. It's like a it's like a spiritual sequel to Suspiria, and there's the third. I want to watch it again. It just wasn't hitting me with the night I was watching it. But
Okay, I'm gonna pull up his list. So one, I would put Tenebrae. Two, I would put Suspiria.
wait, hold on. You said you would pick Suspiria. You would pick Tenebrae over Suspiria. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, this is my number one, Tenebrae. Suspiria number two. Um, then I would do Deep Red, and then I would do Phenomena. Um, I still haven't seen Opera. I still need to watch that.
Zach says that's his favorite one. Opera is a lot of fun. I don't know if it makes my Mount Rushmore, but it's a lot of fun. It's just wacky, and it's very much par for the course. Giallo, first person view. You don't who done it, who's the killer. Every time he's killing somebody in a scene, there's Iron Maiden playing.
Hmm.
It's just real wacky, but it's good. I uh I think that's the easy four. I don't. Is there one? Is there another one you would say? I don't think. I think it's undisputed. That's the top four.
Yeah, because
Because
I mean, I like A Bird with the Crystal Plumage, and I like Cat of Nine Tails is fine.
yeah, the Animal
Uh,
Trilogy. And
yeah,
then
Four Flies is okay. It's pretty good too, but
and
I
I
mean,
really like Opera, but Opera can't crack the top four. I just can't. I can't let it crack. But I do like Opera.
and I do like Inferno, but
I need to rewatch Inferno. I mean, there's even more than that. But yeah, so I would order them differently. Number one, it's got to be Suspiria. Number
yeah.
one. My number two is Phenomena. I love Phenomena. There's something about it that's just it's got this. I don't know what it is about it. I think it's beautifully shot. I love the European landscapes and shit like that. That's got a monkey in it too, man. I want to see
Mhm.
the gun wielding monkey from Phenomena go up against Monkey Shines. I want to see that versus movie. But and I love Donald Pleasance is good in it. I love Jennifer Connelly in it. Everything about it. I love the music in it. The score in it's fantastic. I just love the setting. I also have a little bit of a bias because the original Clock Tower game that was on the Super NES, the Super Famicom,
Mhm.
right? They based it off of Clock Tower was based off Phenomena. So like
Mhm.
in your well, not really, but like the character, the model was Jennifer Connelly in Phenomena, and it had
Yeah.
and if you watch, if Clock Tower is nothing but a Giallo, they made a Giallo video game with
Mhm.
a who done it killer. You don't know who Scissorman is, and it's brilliant. And I was playing Clock Tower on PlayStation, and the original Clock Tower on Super NES wasn't available here. It was a Famicom, but once the internet became prevalent, I would watch footage of it and download ROMs and stuff like that. And yeah, it's like playing the PS. When I played the PS1 Clock Tower in middle school, and I didn't know what a giallo was back then.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
didn't know what like a giallo was, but I'm like, this is just an Italian horror movie, and it's all the stuff taken from, all those types of flicks, and it's very Argento. So it makes me love it even more. And even the story, like the whole story is just a straight up giallo, and it's creepy. So and then yeah, the fact. So when I watch Phenomena, I like, oh, this just reminds me of the girl in Clock Tower because they just stole her likeness, and it's cool. And I would say number
Did
three. Go ahead.
Did you see Dark Glasses yet? I
No.
still haven't watched that. That's our Argento movie that came out last year.
Yeah.
Some people really like it. I still need to watch it.
I mean, I'll watch it, but I don't have any high hopes of a Twilight era Argento movie. But I'll watch it out of respect.
It's probably better than Dracula 3D, I'm guessing.
Oh, but number three, I will do Tenebrae, and then I'll do Deep Red. So yeah, I really like Tenebrae. Tenebrae was great.
Yeah.
So good enough to where I bought it twice. I bought it. I bought it on fucking Blu-ray, and then right after I bought it on Blu-ray, they announced that that Synapse one
Uh,
the
the
4K.
4K box, yeah, and
Yeah,
I sold off my other one. Yeah.
yeah, I still have it. I need to get rid of that. It's in my pile, but yeah, I rebought it. So, anyway, cool discussion. I think it'd be fun to do Argento sometime. Give him the treatment. Give him a month or
Have
give
we
him.
done an Argento tier list or anything?
I I wouldn't have wanted to because he's got so many fucking things I'd have to brush up on.
That's true.
You
Yeah.
know,
Yeah, we haven't.
yeah. There's a couple things in there. Because what's the third in the Witch trilogy? The fucking after you got after Inferno. What's the third one? There's the one with Aja, his daughter in it. That's
Infernal
really modern.
Phenomenon Opera. Oh, modern.
What's
Uh,
it's the
Mother of Tears.
yeah the mother of tears. What's the third one?
Oh,
Because there's
the
Suspiria.
third Animal trilogy.
No. Suspiria, Inferno. What's the third in that trilogy?
Um, is it Two Evil Eyes?
Is it Mother of Tears, Meteor? Okay, it is Mother of Tears.
Yeah.
Okay. So I've never seen that. Is that the one with his daughter? Which scares me because I don't want to.
Yeah. She's in that. She's also in Dark Glasses too. I mean, she's
Oh
in
yeah,
everything.
yeah. I know she's in Dark Light. I want to watch him. Yeah, Mother's is the third for sure. Watch him like perv out and do these sex scenes with his daughter, nude scenes. He's
It's
weird, dude.
weird, dude.
Italians,
Yeah.
man. I mean, he got Aja Argento. She's also in Demons too. He obviously got her in that. You know,
She's in Land of the Dead.
I'm sure that's a connection too, the Romero connection. But yeah, so how do you feel about Demons 2 versus Demons 1?
I'd have to brush up on Demons 2. I haven't seen Demons 2 in a while.
It's good, but Demons 1's is better, and you do have you have Aja, she's younger in it, but that's everybody was talking about how Evil Dead Rise was very much like a very similar movie to Demons 2. And
Yeah,
the filmmaker was like, I've never even seen Demons 2, but I'm like,
bullshit. It's
they
pretty
both
good.
involve an apartment complex. They both involve uncovering the thing that unleashes the demons underground in some rubble. The parallels are fucking uncanny. But yeah, it is what it is. But anyway, all right, guys. Yeah, Mutineer watch Tenebrae, man. John Saxon all the way. It's really
Yeah,
good.
Tenebrae is shit, man. It's awesome.
It's really good. But we'll catch you guys later. I'm not sure. We have a couple of options for next week. We'll keep you posted though. And as always, please like the video, help us out with some algorithmic stuff, interaction, and join our free Discord if you want to jump in there and give us some feedback or give us suggestions for episodes, what you want us to talk about. And I'm going to put it out there one last time. If you guys have anybody out there wants to come on the show, or if you have a podcast or you like this stuff, I want to make this the year of networking and getting some more people on the show, a little cross pollinating. We used to do that all the time. We haven't done it in years. I kind of miss that aspect. So if anybody's interested in getting together, send us DMs on Instagram or Facebook or X or the Discord, or leave a comment on YouTube. Just make sure we can get a hold of you, and then we'll talk. So that's all we got. Later.
See you guys.